we are past one fear territory. We are in every single fear ever territory. Dear God, what the fuck? This is called creation.
You know what's funny? Like,
everything's funny.
If you're new to our channel, that joke in particular is a reference to the Magnus archives.
Where there's like 14 fears, and then we added RWBY, and the entirety of RWBY is the 15th fear. Yeah. And it started for me as the one fear joke, which if you've ever seen that little comic strip, yeah, one fear.
But what's funny is that now that this episode has dropped, there are now 2 episodes of RWBY left after this, and 2 episodes of the Magnus archive before it ends forever.
So you're gonna be in a lot of pain 2 weeks from now. You're just gonna be on the goddamn floor.
Yup.
We'll have to readjust the camera. Yup. Record it from the floor. Hold it above our heads.
Yeah, like, I'm sure we could fashion it, like, we could rig it so that it's like a top-down, like, kind of security camera view of the room where I'm just sprawled out. And
also, I have a tripod that does that so we can put a phone in there and watch it. Like, if we really want to commit to the bit, don't expect this to be happening in 2 episodes.
No, that sounds like work.
For that shit.
All right.
And we'd have to clean the floor.
All right, so we haven't been spoiled for this yet, so let's do our live read so we can watch it. So we'll eliminate the chance of getting spoiled for it.
As long as you don't check, you flipped your phone over there. I love this. It's like as long as you don't actively check your phone while we're recording. And once we get here, it's safe.
I don't know about that, man. Like, we could have a neighbor that just decides, hey, I'm gonna screw with everybody, and just starts yelling RWBY spoilers out their window. Look, okay.
That's a very specific neighbor with a very specific vendetta, and honestly valid.
I'm not a good neighbor. I wouldn't put it past
State Farm is not there.
I wouldn't put it past them to try to get back at me. No, no. I say this because when we went to go see Endgame a couple years ago, there actually was somebody who ran out there.
We got there early for our showing, and we were chilling at the bar because this is an AMC, and some of them have bars.
No, it wasn't even at the bar. We were at the concession stand.
Oh, was it concession?
Yeah, and you were chit-chatting with that guy.
Oh, it was Infinity War where we were chilling at the bar beforehand.
Yes.
I mixed them up. They're the same movie.
It is a part 1 and a part 2.
The same movie. Anyway, yes.
And
God bless that concessions human. They were very good.
They warned us because there was one, back-to-back multiple screenings across multiple
spoilers for Endgame.
Yes, spoilers for Endgame. Thank you. Because
for those of you who aren't there yet,
who
haven't been spoiled.
I wasn't going to say what it was. So just for
I figure if it comes up in the course of conversation, we're covered.
Fair point. But anyway, so like because there were multiple theaters running multiple showings at like overlapping times, one person when their screening ended ran out of the theater to go and yell spoilers inside of another theater that was only like halfway through the movie. Someone did that. So I would not put it past anyone to just walk up to me and yell RWBY spoilers in my face.
And I mean, God bless the concessions human just telling us this story, because we're chatting before our screening because I don't see movies without popcorn. I don't. This is what I do. And we're both like, how are they not murdered? And he's like, I don't know. I think anyone would have murdered them.
No jury in the world would convict.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, how were they not, like... I can understand everyone in the theater just kind of being shocked and wondering if it's a prank and no one following up on it, except to later complain to people saying, hey, someone did this. But the theater can't control that.
Yeah.
Just like they couldn't control the person vaping in front of us while we were watching Black Panther. And that was one of those, how much do I want to risk missing anything in this movie to go get a security person to tell this person to stop? And that was the power of how ridiculously fucking good Black Panther was, that I put up with some asshole in front of me vaping during a movie because I didn't want to miss it. Like, there are a lot of movies where I would have gone and gotten someone without a second thought, but Black Panther was not one of them.
Just like, I'm not moving. Sorry.
Nope. I'll just throw popcorn at it. I did not throw popcorn at it.
Point being... maybe don't
we don't
spoil
trust
people.
Humans.
I don't trust nobody or nothing, and don't spoil people.
Yeah, just don't do it. It's mean.
It's very mean.
That was sorry for that guy. Like, I would say you have to admire the balls on the person, but I think I'd rather rip them off.
And look, I get it. Accidents happened. Accidents happen, like, in the course of conversation, things like that. When
That's
it
why
happens,
we put up the spoiler warning.
apologize and just try to be better. But generally speaking, I feel
That's
like
not an accident.
I feel like
That's malice.
in most cases, blatant spoilers like that are malicious.
Oh,
and
they
it's
are.
just like,
Oh, they are.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy. Anyway, that's
we're the people that walked out of the last Star Wars movie and actively started talking about Knives Out because it had been out for a month and a half and we wanted to talk and we didn't want to talk about that while we were near a theater.
But, okay, we've gone off, everybody check that. We've
Obligatory pre-episode tangent. I don't have predictions for this. I think it's just gonna go badly.
I
just think it's gonna go badly.
I think everyone's gonna be friends and everything's fine now.
Oh, I was expecting you to full on scream into that. I was gonna give you the moment so we didn't have overlapping audio.
Nope. Honestly, I think, I almost said Mercury. I think Emerald right here is going to be the key in terms of, like, creating an illusion to fool Ironwood. And I don't know how Team RWBY plans on pulling the rug out from under him, but I feel like whatever they have planned, Cinder and Watts and Neo are gonna come in to ruin it. So that's my prediction.
Like, I'm pretty sure the vault is gonna be opened because this is all a little too Chekhov's gun to not do it.
Yeah.
But aside from that...
All right. Library.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
As always, this madness, this ridiculousness, this entire episode, this channel, etc., is sponsored by Fred He Bakes. He's a good people and he makes cookies. Alright, sometimes that's all the advertisement you need. But yeah,
Totally thought you were going to say he's a good person and people say nice things about him.
Well, they
like
should.
Me. I'm a person. Just,
you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
Cool. Fucking same. You know what would be great right now? Cookies from
Get that
Fred.
blood sugar up.
Get that blood sugar. He does brown sugar buddies. They're like spice cookies, but fucking upgraded. He does maple brown sugar buddies. They're like brown sugar buddies, but fucking upgraded with maple. And he does big chip buddies, which are huge ass chocolate chip cookies. They're all really good, you guys. They're all soft. They're all... Oh. And if you're like me and you want all of them, he does sampler boxes. So you can get a variety and then get more of the ones you like, which if you're like me is all of them. So yes, he makes them fresh. They're never frozen. They're made in small batches. You can't get them in stores. You can only get them from the website that is fredhebakes.com. 3 words, fredhebakes.com. And use coupon code Kia Cookies for 20% off your entire order. fredhebakes.com. Coupon code Kia Cookies. Holy shit, you guys, these cookies are amazing. You should totally get some for yourself. We're approaching a year of this. And by this, I mean the COVIDs.
Happy quarantine anniversary, everyone.
Damn it. So treat yourself. Because you fucking deserve it. Especially if you've been doing things like staying indoors and wearing a mask like you should be.
I lived, bitch!
Cookie time! Go to Friends.
Cookies for you, cookies for me, cookies for everybody.
Cookie time!
Cookie time. Oh my god. Alright.
So everyone's like, oh, they're in that kind of mood. This is going to be one of those reactions. And the answer is, we have no idea what's going to happen in this episode, but also, yes.
And we're stone-faced for the next 20 minutes.
No. I will probably laugh inappropriately at someone's death, as I do.
Oh god!
This is what I do! Have you not noticed?
No, I just meant at character death in general. Oh, just
yeah.
like, oh no!
Oh yeah. Nope, I will probably, if it happens, I will probably laugh inappropriately. I know myself.
General character death?
Character death, General Ironwood. Alright.
Like I said, general character death.
Alright. Volume 8, Chapter 12, RWBY. Creation. I forgot to put RWBY at the beginning of that. Failed. Click. Hey, also, the iPad's working again, so we're gonna have better audio.
Hooray.
And by the iPad's working again, I mean Verve got their shit together. I think they didn't have the episode for at least a day.
Yikes.
Which is real bad in terms of attempting to not be spoiled.
I wonder if there was like some file transfer issue or something.
Might not have gotten it, might have had data corruption, just whatever automated process they have might have failed.
Any number of things could have happened.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of work days that have been completely ground to a halt because I was waiting for one file, or multiple files, to transfer from one server to another.
And you just sit there and go, come the fuck on, and the server's like, I'm going as fast as I can.
Now I'm like, no you're not! You're not doing anything!
Points to anyone who got that reference, by the way.
I didn't.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh!
I know that movie so well, I will just pull out random ass quotes from it. And that's... Yep. Fire. Some people will never ever die. Immediately, Hazel.
And there he goes. No,
again, I'm not convinced yet. No body, no death. This is a show that has yeeted people off cliffs and they've lived.
The man is dead. I'm sorry. He's dead.
I'm sure he is, but I need confirmation because I wouldn't put it past Ruby to be like, surprise!
There is no body because he's ashes now.
Even just Salem showing the fuck up and going, oh, poor Hazel, he dead now. Oh, this all looks very bad.
Yeah.
Dear.
That was not great. Oh dear.
Really bad.
God!
Jesus Christ!
No! James!
So they're sending drones with the payload.
That makes sense.
Legit.
Ugh, jeez.
God, these poor people.
Be ready for
Who was that?
We don't know what state Penny is in.
If any of those brats had the nerve to come with her, we put them down immediately. The general gave his terms. No more games. Is there a problem?
Just retracing the steps that led us here.
Yeah, pretty painful, huh, Vine?
What is it, sir?
Crow and Robin. They're in the academy hangar.
I thought that might have been the case.
Or just looking for a way out.
Not going to happen. I've been waiting to take my shot at those two. Let's go, Aesops.
But someone needs to stay here with the general.
I'll stay. If we lose the payload, we lose our leverage.
She's right. Contain it. Now.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, we're leaving, so we don't have to potentially murder children. Cool.
Sir, this course of action.
I hope you're not going to try to talk me out of it.
No, sir.
Well, I was.
Possible.
I was going to try to talk you out of it, but then that happened.
Have no fear. I am here.
I expected at least some resistance from your friends.
I don't want anyone else to die. I must open the vault.
Jesus.
You've done the right thing.
I have.
Feels weird.
Oh my god, amazing.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Yeah!
Girl! Was that Winter helping her?
I think so. Yeah!
Yep.
Holy cow.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Yes! And there goes that.
No, I don't think it broke.
It looked like it.
No.
Oh no. Oh, he's gonna lose that metal arm. Oh my god! There it is.
Guys, we don't want to fight.
We didn't want to drop Atlas either. But we've all had to make some tough calls, huh? Go! Move to phase 2.
Yes!
Guys, she has to go to the vault.
She was in
Atta girl.
on it.
That's actually a risk
Amazing.
we haven't considered.
We've been
Let's
so
go back.
worried about keeping the vault closed that we never considered using what's inside. The staff of creation.
Maybe we could use it to save Penny and get everyone in Atlas and Mantle back to safety.
Well,
She'll never guess who I just heard from.
So it was them
In the elevator.
Not arresting me?
No.
Amazing.
It's got to be stopped.
Then why did you hit me?
Because you were about to get killed if I didn't do something.
She just saved your life, man. Oh.
What are you doing?
What I should have done ages ago.
Texting my
In
sister.
touch with my sister.
Aww.
I didn't help.
Yes.
Speaking of help,
So we've got people trapped in Atlas and Mantle that we can't evacuate unless we use the staff, which is located inside the vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates. If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider. Once the staff creates anything else, the city drops. Atlas has enough natural gravity dust to keep it from plummeting immediately, but
Hey.
well, nobody's going to want to be around when it touches down.
Good, let it fall.
Let's
But
use this
evacuate the area.
to safety. Maybe even to another kingdom. You can't just wave it like a magic wand and make our problems go away. And we haven't even told you about him.
Him?
The spirit and the staff. Like Jim. But, well, he's a character.
He's a dick.
Do anything, but only if you can explain to him how.
You
Like
ain't
any
never
props,
had a
we'll
friend.
need blueprints. Some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him. I've already gone through the city layouts for the SDC evacuation. Maybe I can help. There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Hitler, god
I
damn,
had a
man.
plan for that.
We hit him really hard.
This one. Meanwhile, the real Penny goes to the vault. With help.
I blasted a hole through the bottom of Atlas, and I highly doubt they've had time for repairs.
Hey!
That should take you straight to it.
In the way they left.
All of that is the easy part.
Uh-oh.
As soon as Penny opens the door, we go through, grab the staff, and stop her termination.
just hang in there, Penny. Okay?
This is
If I were to
great,
make
and also
one-
I'm terrified.
If I were to make one change, I would want Jean to be here to help.
Yeah.
Oh? And time slows down.
Oh, right. Oh, Penny! Oh, dear.
So, what's
See
this
the
guy
red
look
eyes
like?
there. That was a problem.
I want to see. Look at this guy.
Boy, these relics really like naked blue people.
Seems someone has come to engage my creative eye. I suppose it better be worth it after my last project. A pedestrian.
Hi,
Oh my god.
Ambrosius, sir. Listen,
Ambrosius.
it's about our friend. She's dying.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know it's against the rules for me to bring people back from the dead. So,
That's not what
I
we
really
want.
want him to wear pants.
Yeah.
Not a typical girl.
Also, this is extremely Aladdin.
Yeah. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend.
so she isn't. I'd love to meet whoever did this. I see. There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what
He's a
you want.
sentient monkey's paw.
We got her schematics. We want you to make a new version of her, using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay.
And then they'll make something else and it'll
Maybe
wipe
if I
the
take the robot
virus.
parts out of her, that would leave.
Penny. The girl who's always been there underneath it.
You can't destroy. It's against the rules. But you wouldn't be destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just extra.
But a soul without a complete body, what would be left?
I don't know. I guess you just have to get creative.
They're making her a real girl.
I suppose I could do a little add a touch up. How much of the old painting would be my work and how much would be her? Just coming up to the surface. This is all very exciting and very dangerous. I don't know what the results are going to be.
We don't have any other options. We believe in her.
Then ready yourselves to witness my artistry.
This guy! He's nuts. I love him.
He's quite a character. What an understatement, Oz.
Boy, these relics just really like naked blue people. They're just... Ooh.
It's done.
And then the second they make something else, the virus copy goes.
I guess that's the signal then. Seems like things are moving forward in the vault.
Hopefully Penny is going to be okay.
If Atlas is moving, we need to get word out before people panic.
Meaning hurry.
I know. This should be, that did, something?
Live.
Everyone can see you. Citizens of Atlas, Mantle, what we have to tell you is very important. Atlas is falling, but...
What happened? It's dead. The entire CCT. It just went down.
And so did kingdom-wide communications. How?
The bigger question is, what do we do now?
Watts.
That boy said Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes, we're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Signal can have the rebel. We'll all be long gone.
Are you going to leave me here?
No. When we're finished, we'll move both of you to safety.
Oh, Winter, thank you.
So don't thank me. It was Weiss's decision.
Winter would have left him.
Which one's the real Penny?
The one with legs? Your girl is a real girl. Oh, Jesus!
Good God. Hope gonna give some people a nightmare.
Wow! Wow! Oh, they had fun with this, didn't they?
Are you okay?
Maybe? I just witnessed myself die a little.
Dogs always make you feel this warm inside.
Oh!
Yes.
We should probably make sure our theory works. And start the evacuation.
Yeah! That was fun.
Free to create and... it's you guys again.
That was like so 10 minutes ago.
Let's try the quick version. Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot and vacuum?
Sure, I'll just need coordinates and specs for each door and explanation for bending space.
And here we go.
Radar traffic on one side and the single point of exit on the other.
Okay, that's about what we expected. So, we need to funnel everybody through a central location first.
You're going to have to tell me more about this central location for starters. Where is it?
Here. A place like these vaults. Wherever they are, they're not part of Remnant. Only accessible if you know the right way in. Seems like a safe enough place for thousands of refugees.
You kids are either smarter or much more foolish than you realize. I'm going to need a reference.
Oh, we've got one.
Yo! Look at that.
I love him.
Oh my.
You know what? Go. Go, 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 go.
Hey, everybody.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side. And leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Well, everything appears to be in order.
Nice, nice.
Sure, quite thorough. Disappointingly so.
So,
I like wishes that backfire.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Oh, and one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay, and with that dire warning,
Nothing ominous about that.
Yikes! 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 Oh boy! Do not fall, we say to the girl who can no longer fly.
What? Now?
we go to Vacuo. All of us. Hope that we've thought of everything.
Oh man!
To Vacuo!
Boy, I was not expecting any of that, but also, goddamn, Eddie wrote this!
this one.
Oh.
Atlas is falling. Signal lost.
I'm telling you, it's Watts.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me
And
though,
Molly
given...
storyboarded on this one.
Aww. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Watts though, because we had that, you know,
All of this
Cinder.
previous bullshit.
yeah, Cinder right there at the end.
I
too.
love this particular vault.
I
The color coding for how it would move versus the fans. I love these vault doors. They're so good. Your central location. Do not fall. I'm like, what did you include there? Is it nothingness? Do you fall forever?
I have been falling for 30 minutes. Oh man, that
I
was
loved him.
spectacular.
I loved him. He's terrible.
Yeah,
I loved him.
He looks like he's the type of person that revels in somebody not properly
Somebody fucking
thinking
it up.
through their wish. He's like, aw, it's boring when you know how to play.
I just see you're thorough. Disappointingly so.
Like,
I love it. I love that he's just so mad about being told how to do his job, which is what he needs to do his job.
these,
I was out here with the cheat codes.
yeah, these relic entities
They're
are
fun.
sassy.
They are super fun rules lawyers. I love it. Because that's what they're rules lawyers. And I mean, you've got to be.
Yeah.
But also, naked blue people. A lot.
Oh, they're all blue dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Ah, well, these two are, and this is knowledge and creation. Don't we have destruction and... What's the other one?
Choice.
I bet they're red.
Hold on a second.
I bet,
We're gonna get
I
corrected.
bet the entities in those two relics are red. I'm gonna lay that out now.
We're gonna get
Katie,
corrected.
is that just a red versus blue joke? I mean, yeah, kinda, but...
Relic of choice, creation, destruction.
Choice was the one I couldn't remember because the other is knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm betting that choice and destruction are red.
Knowledge, creation, destruction, and choice. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. We got
So
it.
now that we've had the two entities created by the God of Light and their entities are blue, I am betting that the other two entities in the relics are red. Just gonna stick that in the bulletin board there.
The genie versus Jafar. I mean, Robin Williams genie and then Jafar. As
And I mean
the
also
genie.
just contrasting colors.
Yeah. Red versus blue.
Yeah.
It all,
It's
always
There's
red
an
versus
extended
blue.
It's that astronauts looking at the Earth. It's always been red versus blue the whole time. It's that meme. Just just the red and blue helmets on this.
I think it was the end of. I don't remember. I think it was the end of the trilogy where the 3R trilogies.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the Jeff Williams song at the end of that. Like the chorus ends with, and it is always red versus blue. That's what I was referencing. But yeah, that would be delightful. I would like that.
You know, a couple volumes from now, it'll be like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing here? We're just going to evacuate the entire population of a kingdom to another kingdom and pray that everyone's going to be okay with it. But also, really cuts the travel time to Vacuo. And also, extremely worried about do not fall and fucking cinder fall over here.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it wasn't exactly what I said, but I'm going to go ahead and say pick up the phone. I called it on using Emerald's semblance to fool Ironwood into thinking that it would be Penny. Like,
I mean, I think that's what we were all hoping.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. How satisfying.
But the girl called it first.
How satisfying was it when he's like, you did the right thing, and she smiles and go, yeah.
It's weird.
It's kind of a weird feeling.
Just like, I love.
And then she like
so much.
backflip kicks him in the face, and it's just like, yes. I will say that I'm a little surprised at how quickly they were able to take down Ironwood, but they caught him by surprise. Winter betrayed him.
They removed the Aesops from the situation.
Yep.
And also, he hasn't slept in like 72 hours.
And also, it's
Here's
like
the
what?
thing.
Like it was like 6 on 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Things I would also like, and a surprise attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Things I would also like to point out that part of what Ironwood has been running on here has been his semblance, which is called metal, which is basically tunnel vision. With his aura broken, his semblance is likely no longer running, unless it's like Crow's semblance and it goes anyway, which is some broken bullshit.
Does Crow's semblance run if his aura breaks?
I mean, if it didn't, wouldn't he be breaking his aura on purpose all the goddamn time just to shut it off?
I don't know. I feel like that's a lore question.
That is a lore question.
I feel like that's a lore question someone should ask, but my instinct is to say aura broken means no semblance.
And mine is to say Crow's not allowed to have anything nice, so it still
Why are
runs.
you so mean?
I'm not! They made him like this.
I'm gonna say it makes no sense within the confines of the world. It makes no sense to have someone's aura or someone's semblance active if their aura is broken.
I'm going to say, if anyone has a solid answer for this, links below, like link us in the comments. Like if this has been a question that was asked of the creators, but I'm also going to say, don't bother the people who work on this with our dumb question.
Yeah, no.
Don't do it.
That's a question that can be posed at like the next RTS.
Yeah,
it's fine.
like when we, you know,
calm down.
when the next one happens, that can be a nice question for the RWBY panel, but we don't need to inundate everyone's Twitter with semantics.
We care. We don't care enough to bother anybody.
Regardless, the idea here is that most likely, with his aura broken, his semblance is not going.
I made a terrible mistake!
Is he going to be more reasonable once he wakes up? That's the question.
I would like to believe so. However...
But also...
However, just given human nature, it's also... Like, I would like to believe it could be like an, oh gods, what have I done sort of moment, and he could work to not being an asshole anymore. But knowing human nature, it's also entirely possible for him, as soon as he can, reactivate his semblance and double down and be like, well, nope, I just have to eliminate all my enemies now.
Look, do not fall tells me that someone is going to fall. It might be him.
It might.
It might be Jacques. It might be someone we care about.
It could be Cinder.
It could. I doubt that it'll be Cinder because she did that already.
Yeah.
She fell outside a vault, and we thought that that might have been it, and then she kind of washed up and was just like,
She bounced back. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that now that we've put that particular Chekhov's gun on display, is gonna happen. Chekhov's gravity.
Watts. Okay, so Malachroma tweeted at the Rooster Team, the people we do a podcast with about RWBY. Malachroma tweeted at us going like, rule of threes, who's dangling Watts over an edge next? I don't know who that character would be. I posed the idea that it would be Neo.
I posed Maria.
But regardless of who it is, that's where he falls. Amazing! That would be amazing.
That would be incredible. So good. I'm legitimately worried that it's going to be one of the people that we care about, but funny. The thing I worry about with this central location is, did Maria and Pietro also get a door? Probably, but we didn't see it. And again, I run on comic book no body, no death rules. If you didn't show it to me, I have a hard time hand waving it.
Well, the real answer is we'll see.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that they were kept in mind, because we're moving everyone to this place. It's like, we don't know exactly where they are, aside from
the answer is maybe not, because all of the specs were for the city. It would be for Atlas and Mantle. Everything that the Schnee Dust Company had specs on for the purposes of evacuation. So the answer is probably not. I'm still not worried about Maria and Pietro, because Maria's there. They're going to swoop in at some point, like they did at the end of the last volume, and go, what are you kids up to now?
I have to appreciate Atlas is falling, but... Wow! Amazing! And he wasted those first, 5 seconds going, essentially, is this thing on?
Yeah. I would have, if I were a citizen in this world, I would have so much anxiety at the notion of seeing these kids on a camera, for the rest of my life. If I saw one of these kids, pop up on a screen, I'd be like, hell no!
No, not again!
Not again!
The Wanted Fugitives are talking again, honey. I also really appreciate, are you gonna leave me here to die? Oh, thank you for not... That was your youngest daughter's decision, not mine. And I'm like, Winter would have left him. Winter would have stone cold left him, and I would not have blamed her. Yikes!
Nope. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Also... Winter and Marrow in that elevator. Just pure
comedy gold. Because you were going to die, and then looking over her shoulder.
Pure comedy gold.
Oh, I appreciate that so much.
The elevator opening and it being Robin and Crow. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that it was going to be. We knew that was what the elevator scene was going to be, but it's still funny. Yeah, no, this was good. And then Winter being part of the, you know what? What if we just don't plan? And getting the Aesops out of the picture was so goddamn smart. Girl, they'll listen to you. He'll listen to But I really hope you're not trying to talk me out of this. And she's like, well, that was your mulligan and you wasted it.
Marrow using his semblance to keep everyone just... Bravo! Yay! This episode was so good.
Marrow can use his semblance to get one person or group at a time, and he picked them, and it's like, perfect. Perfect. Nice. Well done. Thank you. And also Vine, just this moment of just retracing the steps it took to get here.
And just internally going, oof, that hurts. Ugh, ow.
Just like, oh, I hate everything. Oh, no. No longer experiencing tranquility over here.
And Harriet just still being this little ball of rage.
She's a little rage beast.
Yeah.
And I brought this up on our podcast, I think it was last week, but talking about in the opening, that's why she and Crow share the leaf, because they are both spending this season being rage beasts.
Yep.
And I mean, for good reason, but still, that's kind of the defining characteristic right now for both of them, is just, I angy.
Yeah. So angry.
You've seen that meme.
No, I haven't.
You haven't? It's this little teeny kitten balled up and facing away from the camera, and it just says, "No talk, I Angie."
That's so cute.
That's basically what it is.
That's adorable.
I'll show you later. I love I Angie. It's
That's
so fucking funny.
Delightful.
It's this little angry ginger kitten that's like this big.
Aww.
Anyway, they've spent the whole season just I Angie. No talk.
But this has been so fun. I'm so happy with how this episode wrapped up.
Can we fucking talk about Ambrosius? Can we talk about that idiot?
Please, someone get
He's
his pants.
terrible. I love him. He's so bad. Fucking naked blue people. Alright,
Well, and
whose idea was
I missed it in the credits. Who does his voice? Because he sounds familiar.
He does sound familiar.
Is that a Troy Baker?
God, probably. Who knows? We're going back through the
going
credits
back
to see. Alright.
Alright, let's find out.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I love the character, like all of the artwork that they do during these
no,
credits.
that was it. I'm smart.
All the artwork that they do during these credits is just absolutely fantastic.
Part of me is like, I can't wait for people to cosplay it because they will do it creatively. And the other part of me is like, Valentine Stokes. That is not a name
that
I
I'm
know.
familiar with.
Like, he sounds so familiar, but I don't know that name off the top of my head.
You know, it could be a stage name, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, whoever you are, Valentine, bravo.
Holy shit, my dude.
Because
Also, I will forever appreciate Whitley continually coming up and being like, oh, I have the blueprints, I can help. Oh, I have this, I can help. And I'm just like, you! Using your powers for good!
Whitley the MVP of this volume?
He might be.
He might be the MVP of this volume.
Just... Yeah, I mean...
Or like best supporting character.
I mean, we already decided that he and Mama Schnee got play of the game against the Hound.
Yeah, they definitely did.
It was that shutdown play. Just... yeah, but... My God, we have so many characters where we're coming to not the end of their character arcs, but we've had a turning point and now they're developing past that. We've had Whitley, we've had, my brain just said Schnee, and I'm like, no, what is her name?
Willow.
Thank you.
I forget it a lot too.
Just Mama Schnee.
I'm so used to calling her Mama Schnee that like the name Willow escapes me.
Yes!
Sometimes.
And it's the most normal name out of the entire Schnee family. Like, that's the actual IRL human name. I'm just like,
I love that they're all W's, like Willow, Whitley, Winter, Weiss, and then Shuck.
that asshole.
And again, it's just one of those
He
other
married into the naming convention?
It's one of those additionally subtle ways in which the show is saying, yeah, no, he's not
perfect.
Family.
He's terrible, as it turns out.
Yeah, he's awful. But I
Like, go back to appreciating Weiss being the one to be like, we should probably not leave him to die in a horrifying tragedy. You know, we should probably not do that.
I still, one of my favorite
Not
moments.
because he's a good person, but because I don't want that on my soul. I'm like, you know what? Legit.
One of my favorite moments in the entire series was just her going, "You're under arrest,
Detective Weiss.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do that?"
Just like...
Seeing
The sheer
Detective
amount
Weiss get to the bottom of that mystery was just one of my absolute favorite things.
The sheer amount of fuck it, we'll do it live happening there. Just like, can I do that? Like,
good.
Don't ask, just do it.
So
Who cares?
But yeah, no, this whole thing was fantastic, and it's one of those things where it's like, I can't believe there are only 2 episodes left in this volume, and also
I can totally believe there's 2 episodes left in this volume. Beating Ironwood in the face in a massive surprise attack is not the climactic fight we were looking for, not with Cinder still on the board.
Exactly.
And I mean, I know we had a climactic fight against Salem, but let's be 100% real, that was a curb stomp and then a reverse curb stomp. That wasn't an actual fight.
Can we talk about how friggin' anime it was defeating Ironwood? Like, that, I love when RWBY goes full anime, and RWBY is an anime, don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
But I absolutely love when it goes like, leans fully hard, like horizontally into the
leans
tropes.
so hard into the curve that it's horizontal. Yes,
Yeah,
that.
and just doing the silhouetted like sword like through your opponent bit.
But I legitimately thought he was going to lose that arm. Like, we know it's mechanical, but I thought it was going down again. Like, no. Like, okay, maybe I just have arm loss related trauma with this show because it happens.
I know it's a trope, but one of my favorite like tropes in anime is the sword like through your opponent and then they fall down.
Yeah, a sword sheath, and that's the point where the opponent just slides.
Well, a lot of
mechanical Frieza moment.
It's not even like that they fall apart like an underworld or anything like that. I like most of the time they just fall over because animation we can't be too graphic.
Oh no, I'm legitimately thinking of just the Trunks versus Mecha Frieza, where the camera does this, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's because he's doing
that. Was beautiful.
Oh my god, yes, and they cut it for TV.
Just like Trunks cut Frieza.
Saw those episodes on VHS first, and oh fucking boy.
And then you watch it on TV.
It's possible they didn't cut that for TV and they just cut the blood. I don't remember. They cut a lot.
Edited the scene, but you know the thing that they didn't edit was...
Yeah.
Which, you know, again, if you're going to cut some stuff, I'm glad that they left that, because that was just so damn cool.
It's just like, oh no, that's awesome. DBZ doesn't always do fun camera work, but when it does.
But now that Ironwood has been dispatched and set aside, I'm like, okay, what is his journey for the rest of this? Like, is he going to double down, or is he going to try and redeem himself?
Fucking coin flip.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it is a coin flip. And I am cool with either way.
Yeah.
Like, just the way his character has been written, I would 100% buy it either way.
Yeah, and that is an incredibly
good writing.
Great writing, incredibly good. And the way they've established this character, and we've shown that, like, yes, he's trying to do the right thing, or what he thinks is the right thing, but we also know he's prone to extreme measures. And I mean, if you named his weapon Due Process, this dumb fuck.
He's good like being a cop.
Yeah, pretty much. He doesn't have to tell you he's a cop. He just is. He's Optimus Prime over here, all right? He is a woof. So, yeah. The fact that we're looking at this going, he has these character traits, they're balanced in this way, this is how he's been acting, and again, we've talked about this, but this is how the events as they are unfolding are weighing on these characters. It could go either way. It's believable either way, and that's incredible.
So
like,
again,
the
bravo.
fact that we sit here and, like, we know these tropes, we know these characters, like, we're fairly media savvy and fairly good at guessing, like, okay, maybe this, that we can look at this and go, it's a 50-50 shot, it's a coin flip, but either way, it's believable. That is so good, and that is so hard to do as a writer. That's so difficult. So the entire writing team for RWBY, holy shit, y'all, you did it. Amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's just the one character.
And that's just him!
This is a cast of, like, characters where they're named, and we know their semblance, and we know, like, their family history and shit. Well, not all the characters with name and semblance and whatnot, we have family history, but, you know, the characters that are deeper than a puddle, several dozen.
Yeah.
Over 50, I would say, at this point. And all of them are unique. And all of them we can kind of go, you know, I kind of have a good idea of how they'll act. Like, that's really hard to do, you guys.
The, what's going to be interesting, too, excuse me, what's going to be interesting, too, is assuming the evacuation goes off without a hitch.
Fairly well.
Yeah. And everybody ends up in Vacuo. It's going to be very interesting seeing how Vacuo reacts to all of it, because
another coming.
I won't give anything away if you haven't read the books, because there are 2 young adult novel books.
Read the books.
And the second one takes place in... Actually, they both take place in Vacuo. They have flashback scenes to Beacon
and other things.
And other places. But primarily, they both take place in Vacuo. And it talks... both of them touch on what it's like for people coming to Vacuo, having been refugees from other kingdoms, because Vacuo did not have a great relationship with the other kingdoms, because prior to the current sort of establishment, Vacuo was drained of its resources by the other kingdoms, and some people still hold a grudge. Ultimately, I think it'll be fine, but it's going to make for a very interesting sort of political situation and I'm going into things.
On the one hand, yikes. On the other hand, can you blame them?
Again, it's one of those things where I don't want to comment on it anymore because spoilers for the books, but that is a facet of this world building that gets touched upon in the books.
Also, read the books. They are available at your local library, and your local library could absolutely use the support, and also, you know, if they're physically open, social distance, and also use the ebook program and the audiobook program if your library has one. Like, support your local library. You can also get them at your local bookstore, and if your local bookstore isn't open, you can use bookshop.com.
Yeah.
Is .com or .org?
It's either... I don't know off the top of my head.
Basically, you can buy the books online, and it supports local bookshops.
Without using Amazon.
Yeah. That's how I got mine.
Yeah.
That's how I got home. I got one RWBY book at a local bookshop because that was the before times, and then the fairy tale one and the second novel, both from Bookshop.
Yeah.
Along with the You Suck at Cooking cookbook. I can tell you, opening that up was fun.
Yeah, we own the RWBY books, but one thing I like to do, I have the Hoopla app on my phone, and if you have a library card, you can use the Hoopla app to get audiobooks checked out from your library. And that's I like listening to audiobooks when I go for a walk or when I'm doing my workouts. So like that's how I read the second book, was listening to the audiobook.
Yeah. So there's many, many ways to do this, and you can also support all of your local everything while you're doing it. So highly recommend it. Read the books. Good shit.
Anywho, so again, and it's knowing that the show is heading to Vacuo next. Just based on this episode.
Just the fact that it's like, and now we're all going to Vacuo. Like,
it might behoove you to read the books so you can see what the Vacuo situation is like before all of our characters head there.
I will say, I will laugh my fucking face off if our post-credits scene for this is Salem reassembling herself in the rubble with everyone either dead or gone and just being like, what the fuck happened when I was having one of those hangover moments where you wake up the next day with a face tattoo going,
what? Oh my gosh. Salem in The Hangover having to try to piece together, okay, why is there a tiger here?
You wake up with a face tattoo, a missing tooth, and a tiger in the bathroom, like... And the entire premise of that movie is faulty because Vegas hotel windows don't open. I don't remember. Oh no, the premise was other stuff. Point being, Vegas hotel windows don't open. Because people who build hotels in Vegas are fucking smarter than that.
It's been a while since I've watched the movie. I'm not quite sure what you're
probably,
referring to.
I will probably never watch the movie again.
But anyway, this was great. I cannot wait to see how the rest of the season wraps up, and when it does, I'm gonna need that fairy tale show to get here soon to sustain me until the next volume comes out.
Oh yeah, no, this is equal parts. I'm so excited and I'm so scared. Like, that's what this is. This episode was incredible. Holy shit. God damn it, Eddie. You do this. You just do this to us. Wow. And so much fun to watch. Like, we know that there is going to be painful, tragic things later on. And also, whoever storyboarded Mecha Penny just falling the fuck apart while Real Girl Penny watched was a genius and terrifying. I kind of want to see inside your brain, but also I don't. Like,
do you think Molly did that?
Maybe.
Because you said she storyboarded on some
yeah,
of
but
this
it doesn't say
the credits.
it doesn't say who did what.
Yeah, exactly.
So I need to know who specifically storyboarded that so I can be like, you're a genius and I'm terrified. Holy shit. What horror movies did you watch? Did you watch Terminator and pull scenes from that to storyboard this? Yikes. Very good.
Makes me so happy.
And I love that we did go full Pinocchio and make her a real girl.
We did.
With a blue
with the help
genie.
With the help of a blue magic
entity. Just naked blue people, I swear to God. Naked blue people wearing nothing but gold chains. Like, do we have an aesthetic? Yet again, I wonder what is wrong with the gods of this world.
Like you said earlier, I hope the other two are red.
I hope the other two are red.
That would be fun.
Either with gold chains or black chains. Or silver. Either way. Hysterical. Terrible. I want it. It would be so bad. I fucking want it.
And we still don't know where the other maidens are, right?
No.
Well, we have
3
Raven.
accounted for.
Yeah. We've got fall, winter, and spring. Where's the other one?
Vacuo, I guess. Fucking Vacuo.
Well, we don't know that person's identity. So,
yes, this is true.
Yeah, they could literally be anywhere.
Yikes.
Anywho, this was fun.
Loud, horrified, screaming.
This was fun. Can't wait for next week.
I'm gonna sit down and rewatch this episode again just to watch Ironwood get kicked in the face.
Yeah. Oh, come on. As we speak, someone's already turned it into a GIF, and it's running
And
on
it's
loop.
just going on loop. Please don't put that GIF on Twitter. It's spoilers.
No, wait
Be
till
kind
next
to
week.
people.
Wait till next week, then you can have it.
Holy shit. So good. Next week, I'm sure, will hurt us because that's always what happens. We get a fight scene that's like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then the next week is like, would you like to be stabbed? That's what happened last volume. We got the Aesop's fight scene, and then would you like to be stabbed? It was directed at
Oh, no! Oh, dear. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Anyway, I can't not point out terrible things.
Well, I'm wondering,
Who's getting stabbed?
again, this went off so well, and things are going so well. It would not surprise me if the end of this volume actually didn't result in Watts or Cinder or Neo getting axed. It wouldn't
Or
surprise
Ironwood.
me. Yeah.
Do not fall. Oh, someone. The second he goes, do not fall, you're like, all right, who's going off the edge?
Yeah, pretty much.
At least one person's going
It
off
would
the
not
edge.
surprise me if James doubled down and then, like, got yeeted off that edge. But
Chekhov's gravity.
point being, point being, it wouldn't surprise me, actually, if at the end of this volume, they got away with stealing the staff. And then they had the staff and the lamp. Like it's good, you know, it's a bittersweet ending because they got everybody evacuated and everyone's alive for the most part, assuming people don't fall, but umtish.
What if they drop the staff? Bye, Ambrosius! What was that? What was that?
That was bye. But no, that would be incredible.
Oh, my hubris. No,
the staff or the lamp.
That's not gonna happen because they need all 4 of them, and all 4 of them together, like, it's the reason that you also can't physically break a Dragon Ball in DBZ unless something big or crazy happens, because the MacGuffin is gathering them all together to summon the dragons. Oh god damn it, fuck. The gods are dragons! You put all the relics together and it summons the dragons! Ah! RWBY is an anime. And idea.
They dropped the lamp. And then you use the staff to pull it out of whatever hellscape you left it in. Or specifically, someone with the lamp goes over the edge with the lamp. And
that would be Neo.
And then, yeah, they have to use the staff to, like, open up a door so that they can get the lamp back. Or they use the staff to make a new lamp.
I don't think it works that way.
I don't know, magic. Oz is here.
Sure, yeah. I don't think Oz has the schematics for the lamp. I think he just has, it's a lamp that was literally made by God. And God sucks.
He does. But
I will never not love shitty gods in this world. They're so bad.
The gods in this world are so
They're
awful.
so bad.
But anyway, Point being, I'm like, it would not surprise me if the baddies actually absconded with the relics at the end. So even though everybody's okay, the bad guys get away with stuff. And, you know, obviously, I figured the post-credit scene will be Salem, finishing reconstituting herself and then being like, well,
what the fuck happened?
Time to head to Vacuo.
Dude, where's my whale?
Wait, my ship. Shoot.
Dude, where's my whale?
Where's your whale, dude?
Where's my whale?
But anyway,
Jesus
there's so much that could happen and so much we still need to get through. So, yeah.
I really do like the idea of Watts going over the edge, though. Just poetry in motion.
That would be beautiful.
Bye, goodbye.
I mean, I don't want any characters to get axed off because even ones that, like, I'm ultimately like, yeah, you're gonna get killed at some point. But they're just so much fun to watch.
True, but I want him to go in a satisfying manner. And let's be real, yeet is a satisfying manner for someone who has been dangled over an edge twice already. Yeah. I think Malachrome was right. I think we got rule 3s here. I really, and you know, you bringing it up, I think you're right. It'll be Watts.
I think
who
Watts
falls.
Yeah.
Especially since we have do not fall. And I'm like, wow, from what we've seen of Ambrosius in just the past, like, 3 minutes, if he's being serious business, it is serious business. Because he does not seem like a serious business sort of person.
And that means if he does die, then that means that when Salem comes back, the only right-hand man left
is crazy Uncle
Tyrion. And she's gonna be pissed at Cinder for getting Watts killed. Because it's gonna be like, I gave you one job to go and get him and bring him to me. You did not do that. This is assuming that Cinder returns to Salem at all and doesn't just decide, you know what, I think I'm done here.
I'm gonna peace.
Or that she doesn't die as well. We'll see.
And I mean,
anything could happen. Oh my god.
Penny is especially vulnerable because she's not used to being a human.
Yeah.
So...
Oh gosh, that'd be so mean if the show...
She's a real girl! Ah, shit.
If they took the time to turn her into a real girl and then killed her off an episode or 2 later, that would be so mean.
I feel like we've already had the death fake out for her and they wouldn't do it so quickly. I would imagine that she would be in danger and possibly in danger of falling because she can no longer do robot jet boots anymore. But then, oh wait, I'm a maiden. Whee! Yeah, pretty much.
All good.
It's like, nah, we're fine. Holy shit, this episode.
Yeah.
Yay. There's a reason it was called Creation. Alright. And I appreciate that thumbnail didn't spoil a damn thing.
Same.
Pictures taken right before disaster.
Actually, that one in particular is taken right before something awesome happens.
Yeah, well, it's disaster for Ironwood, but I love it.
Something awesome for everybody else.
Yeah, all the rest of us are like, yes!
Good.
Anyway.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin. If you want to see us react to, like, horror things and talk about horror things, head on over to Silver Screams. I also have a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost, and I don't, and we talk about it. I know, right?
I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. I'm also on a podcast called On the Point. It is an Overwatch and Overwatch League podcast, and it's currently on hiatus because League is in off-season, but League is coming back, and we're going to come back at some point once my co-host and I regain enough spoons to do it. It's going to be great.
Big mood, right?
So much to talk about. Oh my god. The episodes just talking about the postseason are going to be 2 hours easy. Just like, so what went down during the postseason? And I'm over here like, friendship ended with Valiant. Gladiators is my friend now. And everyone's going to be like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. No. Yeah. Drama. Anyway.
I was gonna say, ooh, Katie's got some salt there.
I have a whole salt mine! It's not a shaker, it's not a bag, it's a mine!
Anyway.
I have feelings about the Overwatch League, guys. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, if you would like to hear us, I usually try to pitch this podcast as like in a more cogent manner, but that's not really true. If you would just like to hear us talk about these episodes after we've had the chance to watch them more than once, and also with other human beings who are just as nuts about this as we are, check out Rooster Team Radio. We are currently covering RWBY, but we tend to cover most, if not all, things Rooster Teeth animation. It is on Anchor, is where we live. There's also a Twitter. There's also a Discord, which is super fun and ridiculous. And also it lives on all of your podcast apps of choice, so find it on there, leave us a review, all that fun shit. Just like, yes, listen, we've been averaging 2 hours per episode at this point talking about RWBY, because there's 3 or 4 of us depending on the day, and we all have opinions, and then we yes and like crazy people. So, yeah, it's a very good time.
Indeed.
Yes. And yeah, if you would like to support this channel, first of all, please do not feel obligated. We both have day jobs. We're both doing just fine in terms of that. So please do not feel like you need to, but if you would like to, we have a Patreon that gets you all of our Rooster Teeth content early. We have a Ko-fi if you just want to throw a couple bucks our way. We do commissions, not requests, commissions. And supporting our sponsor supports us, so head to fredhebakes.com, use coupon code Kia Cookies for 20% off your entire order, and get yourself some quarantine anniversary cookies. Get yourself some cookies because cookies good. Yes, all of those things. Hit all those nice little buttons to let the algorithm know that you like us, because the algorithm cares about that, and it helps show us to other people who might also like us. Hello, new people. We know we get new people every episode, and we love you all, and we can't believe you're still here at the end of this probably hour-long video, at least. Hi!
How have we been going?
Hour 7,
Oh my
says
God.
right now.
I'm sorry, everyone.
But you know, we always trim the ends, and for blooper reel stuff, for slightly higher level patrons, you get our blooper reels. You get all the shit we don't talk about on camera.
Dear.
I think the latest blooper reel had about 1.5 minutes of why Jigsaw should not be allowed to run an escape room. Which is still one of my favorite rants from you. Perfect. So that's higher level patrons get that. Yes, that's all that fun stuff. And as always, we end with the important things, starting with wear a mask, goddammit. I know we've been in quarantine for a year. It's been a very long time. Hi, we're still in a pandemic.
It's been
we
a
don't
year.
have everyone vaccinated yet. So you still gotta wear a mask because it protects you a little bit and it protects other people a lot. And that's kind of the point. I don't care what the mask mandate in your state or area is. I don't care if you're just stepping outside to check the mail or walk the dog or whatever. Wear a mask. It is an act of basic human compassion for the people around you. Please be capable of basic human compassion. Wear a mask.
It's been a year.
been a
You
year.
should
Y'all should
know
fucking know
better
this
by now. And yet, there are still people who don't for reasons I can't fathom.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about basic human compassion, be good to your essential workers. Be kind to them. Be patient. They do not get the option to stay at home. So they are out there risking their lives so they can continue to eat, and you guys can get your groceries or your coffee or your whatever it is that you're getting, and that's perfectly fine, but you know, wear a mask. Be patient. If they ask you to do something, please do it. And be fucking kind to them. You don't need to add to the asshole quotient of the world. Be kind to them. This includes your postal workers. The post office is still suffering from shenanigans. Make sure you buy stamps. Make sure you be patient when you order things. And be kind to your postal workers. They are doing their best. Very important one, Black Lives Matter. Black LGBTQIA lives matter, Black trans lives matter, Black lives matter. That has not changed. That is not going to change. I have it on my fucking shirt. Black lives matter. I know we're in March. Thank you for voting. Still gonna say thank you for voting, because things are getting better because we voted.
Still got a long way to go.
Still got a long way to go.
We're getting there.
In terms of having a long way to go, get involved with your local elections. At least vote in your local elections, even if it's for something that you don't think concerns you, like the school board or a particular amendment or bill that isn't going to affect you but will affect other people. Do your research, vote in your local and your state elections, because all those changes you make at the local level actually help trickle up to federal. So, you know, start small and it builds. So, Vote in all of your local elections that you are eligible to vote in. Make sure you do your research and contact your Congress people. If you like what they're doing, tell them you like what they're doing, be specific, and ask them to continue to do more of that. If you don't like what they're doing, tell them you don't like what they're doing. Be specific and tell them what you would like them to do instead. If you don't like calling people, that's fine. There's fax, there's emails. I think ResistBot still helps out with helping you contact your Congress people without actually having to talk on the phone. That's perfectly fine. It's all valid, but they represent you. So make sure that they know what you want, because that's their damn job, is to represent you. Blow up their fucking phones, y'all. That's what they're there for. Yeah. Be kind to each other. Just be kind to each other. Take care of each other. Continue to wear that mask. You can get super fucking cute effective masks like everywhere now. Wear a mask. Be kind to each other. Love each other. It's the only way we're going to get through this, is basic human compassion. So take care of each other. And remember that we love you so much. And thank you for watching. We will see you guys next time. Bye. You know this was. Boot to the head! Can't believe it took me this long to think of that joke. Boot to the head.